not be wearing pink at Saturday's Komen Race for the Cure.
That's right. They'll be wearing purple, and it's a small group. But this small group not only will wear purple, but they won't refer to themselves as breast cancer survivors, at least not yet. You see, they call themselves forever fighters because their breast cancer has no cure. Now, on Sunday night, I introduced you to one of the forever fighters. That's Lindsay McNally. Well, tonight, I want you to meet another, Shauntell.
When I was first diagnosed, I would look at Jonathan, my son, and I would think, for a while, it was hard to look at him because I just thought of what this was going to do to his life.
That was almost 3 years ago when Jonathan was just 3 years old, the light of Shauntell and Jeff Cullen's life. And Shauntell was right to be worried. She was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer from the beginning. That's breast cancer that spreads, and it has no cure.
I had so many lesions on my liver, tumors on my liver that they needed to get rid of. And there was a tumor in my breast as well, but it had spread. They tested the tumor, and it definitely was breast cancer. And at that point, I was just in shock.
But Shauntell plowed into treatment, 2 years of chemo, radiation, and surgery, but her cancer didn't respond. That's when her doctor referred her to the National Cancer Institute and consideration for a clinical trial.
I'm the first breast cancer patient that they've tried this trial on, so it's very groundbreaking, and it's very much the research and information that we need to possibly come up with a cure for breast cancer.
Researchers are trying to teach Shauntell's body to fight the cancer on its own with no drugs or chemo. Here's how the program That's Good Science simplifies what is a very complex process.
The body has immune cells that recognize tumors. Not a lot, but they're there. What if we pull those cells out of the body, make more of them, and then return them to the patient? And what if, instead of just finding these tumor-associated immune cells, we take any old peripheral blood lymphocyte and engineer them to recognize cancer antigens, turning them into tumor-fighting ninjas?
Tumor-fighting ninjas. Now, that's something her son Jonathan can understand, and something Shauntell and her husband are putting a lot of hope in. The trial has shown promise with other types of cancer.
My original prayer was to see Jonathan enter kindergarten, and I didn't know if I would make it that long. And the kindergarten day came, and I was ecstatic, just jumping for joy. And a lot of people were sad to leave their kid there. I'm like, this is a huge milestone for me to make it this far.
It will be a few more months before Shauntell knows if her body is fighting off the cancer that's trying to kill her. But she's optimistic that research will give her many more milestones to celebrate. Well, that's why Shauntell and others with metastatic breast cancer are urging Komen and other groups to start dedicating a bigger portion of their budgets to research for that metastatic type of cancer. They've also started a metastatic breast